Hey soul friends, I've got a little playful perspective shift for you, okay? So a lot of times it's easy to get caught up comparing ourselves with other people, and we'll think, the way that other people are doing their lives is the way that I should do my lives. It works for them, it should work for me. Or maybe I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing because it's not what other people are doing. And this is just a natural part of life because the human species is designed to be a very social creature and to base decisions off of observation and experience. And so it's very, very natural to experience thoughts like this. But it's important to recognize that these are thoughts and they're not who we are. And we're allowed to be exactly who and where we are. Oh yeah, notice how pretty it is? Yay, hikes. Yay, hikes. So the example is, if you're on a hiking trail, like where I am now, and I'm walking this way, or if, for you, put yourself in the analogy, if you're walking this way, and then other people start to come from the direction where you're going, do you think to yourself, oh no, I'm walking the wrong way? No, you're just like, okay, there's people, and they're walking the trail, and they happen to be going the opposite direction as I am. And so this is a really, really great way to view things in life. It's the same as if you're, driving on the freeway and there's cars passing you when you're going the speed limit and they're speeding. It's important to know that what other people are doing has absolutely nothing to do with who you are, where you're at, and what the best route is for you. You are allowed to be exactly who you are. You are allowed to be your unique, gorgeous, radiant self. And the path that you're on does not need to look like anybody else's path. The direction you're going or the speed at which you're moving at does not need to match anybody else's around you. Your authenticity is your gifting. Your uniqueness is your magic. You're allowed to be exactly who and where you are. And it's important to create space for yourself while creating space for the experiences of others. But always start with yourself, because if you create space for other people, sometimes we don't really create space for ourselves. But if we start by creating space for ourselves, it can be much more natural to also create space for other people. So start by pouring love into your own being and let it overflow into the interactions with other people, rather than trying to prioritize giving other people love and then hoping you have some left over for yourself. When you give yourself love first, love grows from the inside out of your consciousness, and then being loving in other interactions will come much more naturally. And then you won't feel, exhausted and this and that. So use this analogy, use this idea in your life. If you're on a hiking trail and you're walking one way, and then there's a group of people who are walking the opposite direction, they're coming at you while walking. One of these little rocks, I love them. Go all in, go all in. So cool, so cool, so pretty. Life is beautiful. And so if you're walking one way and there's a group of people walking the opposite direction, do not jump to the conclusion that you're going the wrong way or that you need to walk the way that they're going. Create space for yourself exactly as you are, where you are, how you are. And yeah, same thing if you're driving. If you're driving and you're going at the pace that you feel comfortable moving at, and someone's going faster and maybe even honking like, hey, move it, I'm trying to speed here. And your law-abiding decisions are getting in the way of my speeding, Create space for yourself. Let your life be what it is. Let your decisions be what they are. Let your path be what it is. And just stand firmly in that. Don't compare yourself with other people. Don't get caught up in the comparison game. Don't look at what other people are doing and try to make their lives yours, because you're not them. And that's a good thing, because you're beautiful as you are. You're perfect and divine and whole and radically amazing and gorgeous and radiant and incredible exactly as you are. The world doesn't need more people who are exactly like each other. The world thrives when there's lots of differences. That's what makes the life experience so beautiful, dynamic, extravagant, radiant. So if you're walking on a hiking trail and there's people walking the opposite direction, you don't go, oh no, crap, I'm going the wrong way. No, you keep going where you're walking, you say hello, you let them walk past, and you keep going on your way. Let that be the way that you move through life. Notice what other people are doing. If you need to, say hello and keep walking where you are. Focus on your path. Do not focus on the decisions of other people. If they're walking by you, you're allowed to acknowledge them. You don't have to be like, humans. You can if you want to, but don't go out of your way to notice what other people are doing. Spend more time focusing on your being, your path, your walk, your life, your choices. That's where your power is. And your consciousness will thrive when you expand your own self-presence and when you lovingly meet yourself where you are without comparing that to what other people are going through or where they're at. What might be a good decision for another person could be a devastating decision for you. And it's not because there's a right or wrong, it's because we're all different and we have to be who we really are. Every human being has different neurophysiological wiring and different experiences of consciousness. And that's what makes this world such a vast, diverse, gorgeous place. But it's important to reprogram, retrain our minds to stop with the comparing. And a lot of times this happens really unconsciously, which is why we need to bring our conscious presence into it and deepen our presence with where we are. Just be right here. Be right here, right now. Don't be anywhere else. Don't get caught up in the stories. Don't get lost in your thoughts. Just, I am here, I am me, and all is well because I am here and I am me, and all is well. So yeah, I just really like that little perspective shift. I know it can be easy to get caught up in thinking things should be different because they're different for other people or whatever, but it's important to create space for who we really are. I love you. I believe in you. If you're ever looking for healing journey guidance, I would be honored to connect with you through a consciousness consulting call. You can explore my website for more info or email me anytime to book a session at artistryofexistence@gmail.com. I've also written a couple books and I create content for Patreon, and I have merchandise available on Teespring. So please do explore the super magical links below for more info on all of those offerings. And if you wouldn't mind, just hit the little like button and the subscribe button and feel free to leave a comment. Do you naturally compare yourself with others? And would it help to just acknowledge that everyone's on a different journey and your journey doesn't need to be like anyone else's, but yours? I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. I love you. I believe in you. And I'll see you next time.